Hello walkers, and welcome back to City Walks and California. In this case, we are at Hermosa Beach, California. It is 71 degrees Fahrenheit today, 1 p.m. St. Patrick's Day. I think that's, what did I see, 21 degrees Celsius? I looked it up and promptly forgot it. 21 degrees Celsius. We are starting out on the Hermosa Beach pier. My name is Henry. I will be your proxy walker today, your virtual travel guide. Oh, hello there. Mr. Seagull's having some lunch. Guide, as I always caveat, is a loose term here. I'm just a discoverer, but travel guide and virtual make better keywords, honestly, when YouTube searches this and farms it out to people or kicks it out to people in their lists. The Hermosa Beach Pier is about 1,000 feet long, I believe, and it was built early in the 1900s originally. It's been revamped a few times, including in 2000. You can fish out here. There were a bunch of guys out here fishing earlier. And you see some water and filleting stands up here. You got a couple guys out surfing. I don't know, I can't really judge the waves personally, but seems like they're having a good time. Seems like a good, fun activity if you don't have too many other people out there. There were more earlier. You got a lot of people out on the beach. Not actually a lot. It's not crowded, but definitely for a Thursday afternoon in March, lots of people having a good time out here. So we're going to go down the pier, obviously, and we're going to continue on this main drag, who I should have looked up, but I didn't. There's a bunch of bars and restaurants, and we'll see those. There'll probably be some music there pumping out for us to listen to. And so I may not talk so much there. There are a lot of murals that we're going to see, hopefully, along the way. I've seen a couple already, and hopefully we'll find some more together. Give us your thumbs up, your likes, your subscribes, all that stuff, especially your comments. Love getting your comments, your corrections, your clarifications, your additional informations, and also your memories and thoughts and perceptions. So, and recommendations too. What else? Oh, thank you to the Patreon supporters. Your support is very much appreciated and very helpful. So thank you. If you want to become a Patreon supporter, there's a link down in the description, but certainly no obligation. What else we got? It is a beautiful day, 71 degrees. I think I might have mentioned this in one of my earlier walks, but it was negative 30 in Montana the day we left, which was about a week ago. And this is a lot more fun to walk in, I can tell you that. Look at these great waves. Love seeing these families out here enjoying the beach. There's a nice wave. Somebody's gonna catch that wave. He's surfing. Oh! Okay, so that hillside over there, I believe, is Palos Verdes. My friend John W. Davis, he also has a YouTube channel or two. Check him out. He said that is absolutely gorgeous over there. I haven't gotten over to walk there yet. I would really like to check it out. Check out his channel if you haven't. He's got one that does some walking, and one that's I like is about electric vehicles. And he does a lot of drives and experiences and interviews and that sort of thing. We got a couple sweet little doggos up front, checking each other out, having a nice little St. Patrick's Day meetup. Hence all the green. Oh, they're getting tangled. Hi. Excuse me. So Hermosa Beach is one of three beaches beach cities, as Wikipedia said, and I'll try to link to the article below. In the comment section, to the right is Redondo Beach, and then Hermosa Beach, where we are now. And then to the left, or to the north, is Manhattan Beach, and there's a pier that you might be able to see down there. Hermosa means beautiful, and it used to be a ranch here, a big ranch, so much of California was. And then I think somebody bought 1,900 acres at $35 an acre and turned it into a development. And in 1910, I think there was like 600 people, and currently there are 20,000 people. So not big for a city, but for, what is that, 1,900 acres is a couple square miles there, 3 square miles. You know, for Southern California, that doesn't seem very dense to me. Very doable, it's a lot of buildings in here, but still a pretty cool place, especially today. I'm sure in the summer, in vacation weekends, it gets pretty hopping. And nevertheless, it's a pretty cool place. You know, it's hard to beat a big wide beach with some surfing waves, and then you got volleyball and a bunch of other activities that go on here. We got a surfer's sculpture, lifeguard memorial actually. And there were, I should have shown it, I forgot to show it, a bunch of plaques for the Surfer Hall of Fame. This is Schumacher Plaza here. And this paved bike path, pedestrian path in front of us is called the Strand, and it stretches for 20 miles all the way up to, from south of here, all the way up to Santa Monica, which is super cool. We're getting into you can see folks riding their bikes. You do have to be a little aware when you cross here because people can come by zipping along. This is obviously a public place that I was talking about with, what do you call it? Restaurants and bars. There's a mural over there. We'll see more. A lot of cool open air dining, a lot of great shaded dining as well. I love the lights. Looks like they have lights up here that will be lit up in the evenings. You got Treasure Chest, Patrick Malloy's, Baja Sharkies. You've got Tower 12, which we ate, or my son and I ate there earlier, had some lunch. It was good. Awesome venue. They're up top, and then there's a Cafe Bonaparte down below. A lot of people out enjoying themselves today. A lot of electric bikes. Love seeing that. It's also March Madness, which in the States is a college basketball tournament for national championships. And I'm not really a basketball fan myself, having been told so often early on that at 6'6" I had to play basketball. When you tell a 16-year-old they have to do something, there's a natural rebellion there. Hence my lack of interest in it. Pardon me. So we're on, I guess, Pier Avenue, and this main drag up here, I don't really know. I don't see a sign. I'll try and find out for you. So my plan here is just to kind of go up this Pier Avenue a little ways, and then, pardon me, loop back, get through into some neighborhoods, back down to the beach, check out, maybe come back along this road, which seems to be Hermosa Avenue, this main drag here. And then we'll see what we can see. Hopefully we'll see some more murals and some more restaurants, and sort of get an idea of what Hermosa Beach has to offer and what it's like here. Man, I sure picked a nice day. Although I think Southern California has a reputation maybe for having nice days. Hence the 18 million people down here. Something like that. Hi. Some more shops and restaurants. Rentals, lots of bike rentals. We'll try and walk you by a couple bike rental stores later on to check that out and see what it's like. I mentioned John W. Davis earlier, and I just want to say sorry I didn't have time to get in touch this time. Maybe next time. Or maybe you'll find yourself out in Montana. Oh, it is just pleasant. So this area, back before it got developed, was as we come up to Manhattan Avenue. Apparently a lot of grain fields and barley fields, rolling hills, and then at certain times of the year they'd have sheep come in and graze. So you'd have corrals and that sort of thing. So it was very agricultural, which you would guess from a ranch. And of course there were native peoples here before that. Love these palm trees.
Yeah, I was able to
I think I saw a men's grooming barbershops. I could use one of those actually. Maybe we'll swing back by here. This is Bayview Drive. This is Gumtree Shop and Cafe. And we'll cut back here in a minute. I don't want to make this too short, but I also don't want to make it too long. I know the one that went up today, the video that went up today, was only about 20 minutes. And I normally like to make them at least 30. Usually 40 to 50. And coming up to Monterey Boulevard. Got some apartment buildings. Really light traffic. If we were to keep going this way a few more blocks, we would hit, well, first of all, there's kind of a greenway, so we make a right on Monterey. And then you'd get to the Pacific Coast Highway, or as my wife, Treadmill, informed me, it's not the Pacific Coast Highway or the PCH. It's just PCH, I guess. Correct her if she's wrong. I love these beach towns. There's something quaint about them, something just a little different. I mean, the houses are different, of course. Everything's really close together, which you would expect when there's high demand for real estate in a place or housing in a place. There's also kind of a mix and match, like this old bungalow style, a beautiful yard and flowers and that sort of thing. And then more of a typical apartment. And then across the street you get these sort of, that's big apartment building, of course. And then that more, what do you call that, Adobe style, mission style building. And then next to that is a modern, boxy deal, pretty cool. And then this one up here too. It's pretty modern, and I like it. I was kind of hoping to find an easy cut through to another street without having to go down too far. Pardon my sniffles, the humidity is playing a bit of havoc. Oh, look at these. Just brilliant, saturated colors with these flowers. I very nicely stopped running his air blower so I could get past. Very thoughtful. See, if you've watched my Bozeman videos, you know I like to harp on property values and how expensive things are in Bozeman. Bozeman, I don't think holds a candle to here. I can only believe that property prices are rather steep in Hermosa Beach. Such is the nature of the world. Look at that. I like these houses, man. Even that apartment building is different, you know? It's unique with all those railings and balustrades. It's balustrades? Okay, we are on 10th Street. The east-west streets tend to be numbered, I guess. You can see the ocean down below. We'll go down there again. Maybe we'll go back along Hermosa Avenue and then back out, and we'll just wander around. That's kind of one of the fun things to do on these streets in these towns where you don't really know what's going on. Just to discover stuff and notice things, you know. I love, one of the first things we do when we are traveling and we go to a city, particularly in another country, is we'll take a walking tour. A lot of them have free walking tours, you just tip. And those are great because you get a lot of information, you have somebody to ask questions of, etc. But you're on a pre-planned tour with a lot of highlights, right? I recall seeing Manhattan again with the sea skiff, quaint apartment, I guess. Some guy's got a serious exercise system out there. But you notice things like you notice flowers and you notice the sea skiff, and keep an eye out. One of the things I like about this is I feel like I have a relationship with the viewers, you guys, and I get to sort of find and look for things that you guys have expressed interest in or asked about. Occasionally I'll even get to do a walk that you recommend or suggest or request, so please send those. I have a list, and hopefully I'll get to a few of them as we go along throughout the year. This is Hermosa Avenue again, and you can see a lot of little shops out here, parking in the center and on the sides. A lot of very wide sidewalks. It seems to be pretty pedestrian friendly as I cross over. Try not to get hit. Look at this orange and blue house. That's pretty cool. These little bungalows, super cool. I'm gonna cross over this way. And then you've got this one. Looks like it is being worked on, I guess. There. Looks like you can pay for parking via credit card and coins. I kind of like when they have the apps. I don't see any signs for an app, but could be wrong here. No signs anyway. Over here, these little siding, the cedar shingles on the sides. That one has been battered by weather. Got some murals up here. We'll check those out. Then maybe we'll go along this alley just to see what it's like. I don't know, it says it's closed. See those guys? Oh, I think we can come back there. You got some tiled mural there. The Sea Sprite Hotel, that's a classic beach hotel. Just want to pop out here and see if I see any more murals. See the Strand. No, we'll go down the alley. How about that? A lot of people out using their bikes. Not just electric bikes, which are my personal favorite, but a lot of just regular bikes. Super accessible around here. Always like a good alley. Crossing 11th Court here. This is the back of some of those restaurants on Pier Avenue earlier that we saw. I don't think we're going to go out there again. There's Scotty's on the Strand. Little mural back there. Big old parking lot. Pop back out to Hermosa. Some e-car charging, which is cool. It's interesting to me that they haven't implemented the online app parking. Seems like such a great option for people, but I guess there's no real incentive to do that. You know, you probably got more people wanting to park here than they have spaces, and why bother making, encouraging more people to come down here. Sort of. I mean, just from a parking perspective. Obviously, from a business perspective, you want people to come down. Sometimes I just think out loud and realize that my thought process is faulty midway through. Try to rescue myself. Doesn't always work. All right. Coming back out to Hermosa Avenue. Gentle whiff of marijuana smoke again. Seems to be quite prevalent out here. I only mention it because having grown up in the 80s when everybody seemed to be terrified about it, it would be unheard of for that to be out and about in public. Coming up to 13th. There's a Starbucks up here on the corner. We're at a Chase Bank as well. Just sort of call these things out for people who are following along on a map. Oh no, not the music. The music. All right. That's right. We're gonna cross over and Then cross again, I think. There's a... No, we're gonna go this way, sorry. Oh, check this guy out. That's awesome. That's a beautiful car. And of course they're playing the music. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble with Google. But we'll have to wait and see. Hi there. The reason I want to come down here is because there's this cool Hermosa cyclery bike rentals and stuff. And a couple murals, I think. I didn't even call out the one right here. So luckily we're doing that, huh? Serendipity. Look at this thing. Very cool. It's really big. Pretty cool too. Alrighty. You got a parking garage here. I don't know if this is public or private. Looks like it's public, so space is available. 153 available, it says. So, plenty of parking today. This is more of a photo than anything. I think they're known down here for their beach volleyball. But, oh, here we go. Left, the cyclery. You can see my reflection there. And you can see, you can get your bike worked on. You can rent bikes, a bunch of bikes down here. Free air, free tools if you need it. And I thought there was another mural down here, but maybe not. We'll go down the street. Partly because there's this really nice park down here. It's not big, but surprisingly these palm trees give a little bit of shade in spots. Some nice green grass, etc. Oh, this seems to be a hotel, the Beach House. Pretty nice. Beach House Hotel at Hermosa. And you can see they're doing some landscaping out here, but you can see it's a nice little park, right? Pretty little park, and we're gonna go down this way, back out to Hermosa Avenue. Because I happen to know there's at least one more mural out here. But we're going to keep going anyway. Never fear. Jeffers Beach Rentals, and this looks like a really cool little breakfast and lunch place. It says they have dinner too. La Playa Cafe. Lots of cool plants out there. Hope I didn't make up that mural. Oh, it's over here. There's the beach market here, little fast quick mart type place. Oh yeah, there it is. I knew it. That's a pretty cool one too. New as well. Gives an idea of what it might have looked like. Does it say circa 1924? Pretty cool. I like that. Looks like they had a little trolley. All right, let's keep going. See if we can find some more fun things to see. I'm a little surprised at how many hotels there are down here. There's Hermosa's newest hotel up ahead, the H2O Hermosa, I think. This is 14th Street in Hermosa. I'm gonna cross against the light. And then see these apartment buildings across the way. Again, more variety. This hotel looks nice. I guess the reason I'm surprised is there's not like I don't think of it as a resort style place, right? There's definitely a beach here. There's lots of beaches. We are relatively close to LAX, but not close enough for these to be airport hotels. And we've got a Ukraine flag flying, I think. All right, Chef Melba's Bistro. It's kind of cool. Love seeing all these Teslas. Hi there. 16th Court. Guess maybe courts are these little dead-end streets, alley-like streets. You can see down here. Because there's a 16th Street over there going up the hill. It's always interesting to hear little snippets and tidbits of people's conversations as they walk by. You know, watching other people's, well, this is pretty cool. Happy dog. Let's go down this. It's sort of a pedestrian area. Oh, wow, look at this. That looks comfy and inviting. Sort of pedestrian and bike access to the beach. Oh, it's so quiet. Except for the street, I guess. You know, Harleys do that. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with our soundscapes in the world as internal combustion engines go away gradually. It's going to take a while, but that's all right. These places all have a little bit of extra character, individualness. Little pet dog.
Okay. It's fun to go to like 4 days.
Love these little backyards. They're not, I think the temptation would be to fence them off, big privacy fences. And maybe it's a code thing, but they haven't. And I think that's awesome. Look at this place. This is kind of nice. Got a little bit of a mission crossed with Gaudi, maybe. Organic look. I think that's the name, Gaudi, the Spanish designer, architect. So we're gonna cross over here. Whoa. I kind of hustle. Every once in a while you'll see airplanes. You can see a couple out there taking off from LAX. It's about 5 miles that way. So pretty close actually. You can almost see the red stacks of the power plant and refinery down there. Anyway, look at the waves crashing. Let's head down the Strand a little bit. You can see some of these modern houses. It's an interesting choice. I would think that the dark color would be really hot. These folks pass. But since it's masonry, right? Maybe it's okay. Also read something that they have 360 smog-free days a year here because of the positioning in the South Bay of Los Angeles. So the breeze, the ocean air cools everything and drives the smog away. Looks like maybe some condos. This is interesting. They've got a speed thing. I think that becomes more and more important as you get these electric bikes and electric skateboards and that sort of thing. Let's take a look here. We're back at Noble Park. That's the name of the park. And here you can see the pier going out there. That's where we started, and I think I'm going to wrap it up right about here. This is a good one. We got a nice little flavor of Hermosa Beach, not an in-depth or comprehensive view at all, but we got a little neighborhood, a little commercial area, a little natural area. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll come back, and for our next walk, which is probably going to be down at Manhattan Beach, we'll check that out next and stop for a little soda or something along the way. Anyway, I guess that's a long way of saying thanks for joining us. Come back and see us, tell your friends, and most of all, keep on stepping.